Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about in 2020 the lessons that we learned that made us wiser, things that we do not wish to repeat in 2021 or do things differently. So here it is, a couple of pointers which I was thinking of, that these are lessons that I learned in 2020, and I was talking to other people, they also agreed with me. So hear me out and see if it resonates with you. So, in 2020, we learned how much money to spend on socializing. Yes, there was a point where socializing was not an option for any of us. Whether you had a lot of money, whether you had barely any money, whether you had whatever was your pocket condition, but we all realized that here is a year, here is a time when we can take a stock of what kind of money we wish to spend on socializing. For a lot of us, we also realized how much we spend mindlessly in socializing, in night outs. We blow it up in minutes, and it just makes no sense. So this is a huge lesson for me that I learned in 2020, and let's see if it resonates with you all. The next one I realized in 2020 is not to take the so-called normal life for granted. Yes, we have all taken everything that we did, going out, doing things, going shopping, going meeting friends, family, everything. All this so-called normal things in life for granted. So as much as we were craving for, yearning to meet our loved ones, we couldn't do it in 2020. So in 2021, I make a resolution that I'm not going to take this so-called normal life for granted. Now the next one is, in 2021, another thing that I will not do, which I did up to a point in 2020 when I realized I stopped doing it, is taking my health for granted. Taking my health for granted, taking my mental health for granted. I've often spoken about daily rituals when it comes to mental health, daily rituals when it comes to our own health, but we all slack. Sometimes even I did slack, and I realized that this is not something that I want to take it for granted anymore. So in 2021, the lesson I learned is I'm neither going to take my health nor my mental health for granted. Before I open my mouth to tell another person anything, I am going to see to it that I have done my daily bit. In 2020, another lesson that I learned is the importance of family. Yes, again, something that we take for granted, again, something that we all cherish. We all love our families, we all do enough for our families, yet there is a taking for granted. We believe that they are there with us eternally. But seeing so many people lose their loved ones, seeing death in the families, seeing people suddenly go away, you also start realizing how important it is to acknowledge family. So I'm not going to take that for granted for sure in 2021. How about you? The other thing that I was thinking of in 2021 that I'm not going to do anymore is taking other people for granted. Taking other people, believing that whatever I do, whatever I say, however I am, my loved one is going to always be there and understand me and is not going to retaliate, is just going to be my punching bag off and on. So that is something I have decided that it's not on in 2021. So this is something that I'm working on. How about you again? The next one that I learned in 2021 is it doesn't matter what other people think of you. End of the day, what matters is how I think of me and how you think of you, rather than the other way around. The last one is technology. We are so lucky that we have technology, especially realized during this phase when the world had come to a shutdown, when we were all working from home. Technology played such an important role. So this is also something that I am going to not take for granted. I'm going to learn. I always made a tall claim that I'm technologically challenged, as if it was a huge credit. But it is not a credit. It is something that we all need to adapt to, learn, and this is the way of life. And it has given us so much advantage in this year that we rather price it in the years to come. So these were my pointers, which were basically lessons that I learned in 2020 for me to be better in 2021. Hope this works or this helps you. Thank you for watching this entire video. Do stay tuned for more. Thank you.